Hello, FBC Salinas. This is Pastor John coming to you with another edition of the Midweek Refresher video, where I desire to do two things. Number one, provide you information, and number two, provide you inspiration in the middle of your week. Certainly hope your week is going well, and if not, may this video serve as a source of encouragement and a reminder that our God is with us every single step of the way. And I realize sometimes that's difficult to believe, but it is true that we have a great God who is truly with us no matter what comes our way. Let's get to the informational portion of this video, shall we? Yes, we shall. The first bit of information is this, is that this evening we have a What's Next meeting. Strongly encourage you to attend this meeting tonight as we get to see how we're funneling down all these different ideas, and there's some commonality beginning to show. And so I encourage you to be here in the fireside room this evening from 6:30 to 8. There'll be some snacks and drinks available, and we will be able to see just where it seems that God is leading us in a variety of ways. And so it's not the last What's Next meeting, but it definitely is a significant meeting to help us see where the Lord seems to be leading us. So please be in attendance for this. If you can't make it, please be praying for us as we try to discern where God's leading us, because we know this, that what's next is something great, because our God is a great God. So that's the first announcement. Second announcement is this, is that weekly ministries are happening. Awana Thursday night from 6:30 to 8 is happening. And then Journey, our ministry to junior hires and high schoolers, is happening from 6:30 to 8:30 up in the Journey room. So keep that in mind. Thursday nights here are going to be hopping. There is no doubt about that at all. And then this Friday, there is a game night for our student ministry. It goes from 7 p.m. to midnight. If you have questions about this, email Gabe at gabriel@fbcsalinas.com. He will be sure to answer those questions. And then this Saturday, we have the women's ministry is sponsoring Devotions in the Fields, or Devotion in the Fields, I should say. It goes from 8 a.m. to, I think, 10 a.m. I'm not quite sure on the end time, but 8 a.m. is when it starts. It's at the farm off of Highway 68. Always a great time of singing, always a great time of hearing the word proclaimed, and you're out in God's creation. So women, please attend this. That would be great. Encourage you to email Tracy if you have any questions, tracy@fbcsalinas.com, and she will answer those questions, all right? And then this Sunday is, you got it, September 1st. What does that mean? It means it's Labor Day weekend this weekend. September 1st, this Sunday, after the worship service, we have our Labor Day picnic, which will involve hot dogs and hamburgers made by our grill master, Mark Rollins, and his wonderful crew of individuals that will help him with that. We need you to bring either desserts or side dishes. Please, that would be great. We will provide the other stuff, but you simply need to provide side dishes and desserts. It is always a great time, and I got to tell you, we talked about it this morning in our staff meeting. Let me tell you, the weather this weekend is going to be superb. So bring your lawn chairs, bring an appetite, bring a dessert or side dish for this great experience, celebrating this weekend, the 3-day weekend, and we get to celebrate God's goodness to us, all right? So that's it for the announcements. Oh, one more thing is this. Many of you have been asking, when is that adult Bible study that I lead on Wednesday night starting? It starts next Wednesday. Get ready. We're going back to Romans. It's going to be a great time. It goes from 6:30 to 8. We do it via Zoom. I'm looking forward to getting back into that study. We will have a great time with one another there, all right? So it goes from 6:30 to 8 via Zoom. There'll be more details about that before that study actually starts, all right? Or resumes, I should say, all right? So, hey, that's it for the informational portion. Inspirational portion is this. After I was done preaching on Sunday, as I was walking home, I thought, I wonder if people are wondering what their purpose is. I talked about the importance of purpose, talked about the fact that if we're aligning our purpose with God's purpose, it gives us energy, it gives us power, it's perpetual power that keeps us going. But I sat there going, did I help people understand what their purpose is. And I confess to you that sometimes I get so caught up in the message that I fail to communicate application very well. And so for just a few moments, I want to talk a little bit about purpose. I want to talk about what your purpose is, what as a Christ follower, what your purpose is, what as a Christ follower, what my purpose is. Because even though we do a variety of different things, I serve as a pastor, but I have different purposes, right? I'm a pastor. What is the purpose of a pastor? To equip the saints so that they can go out and share God's good news with people. I'm also a husband. What's my purpose of being a husband? My purpose is to love Dawn as Christ loved the church. I also have a purpose of being a dad to 2 grown daughters. Yeah, they're not living with us anymore, but I still have a purpose. I have a responsibility as a dad to be modeling Jesus Christ to them as best I can. And I also happen to be a papa to 3 wonderful granddaughters. What's my purpose there? I'll tell you what my purpose there is. To spoil them rotten. That's what my purpose is. No, jokingly I say that. But my purpose in being a papa is to love them, care for them, and when I get to hang out with them, have a blast with them and show them that there's great joy, and also help them experience the love of Jesus Christ. All those different roles have different purposes, but there is one purpose that overwhelms everything, and it doesn't matter if you're retired, if you're working, if you have a family, if you're single, if you're a grandparent, if you're not a grandparent, if you're married, if you're divorced, whatever the case may be, the purpose remains the same. Point people to Jesus Christ. How do we do that? Well, I want to encourage you right now to pray for those in your life who do not know Jesus Christ. Pray that through your life they would see the reality of Jesus Christ. That would be one way to talk about the purpose of what you're doing and having people know Jesus Christ. How else do you fulfill that purpose? Well, I would encourage you to spend time thinking through the way you're engaging with people, the way you're interacting with them. Do they see a spirit of grace in your life? Do they see and experience an unconditional love that looks out for their best interests? That'd be another way to fulfill your purpose there. Also look for ways to serve. Look for ways to serve. There are so many different organizations that need help, and perhaps you can get involved there and serve there. And in the process of serving there, you can be a beacon. You can shine the light of Jesus Christ by simply serving. I don't know what that specifically entails, but by serving, having a servant's heart. And Paul says these words in 2 Thessalonians chapter 3, verse 13. Listen to this. He says this, "And as for you, brothers and sisters, never tire of doing what is good." You see, our purpose is never done. Our purpose is always going. We never tire of doing what is good. Why? Because what is good points people to Jesus Christ. What is good shows that there is something about Jesus Christ that is far better than anything this world will offer. So yes, this last Sunday I failed to give some application there, and I ask you to forgive me for that. I need to keep working on doing a better job of giving application. And that being said, it's my desire that you apply, that I apply, the purpose of our lives, a purpose of bringing people to a saving knowledge of Jesus Christ, whether it be at work, in our families, in our neighborhoods, here as a church community, whatever the case may be, our purpose is to point people to Christ. Pray that the Lord will work in your life to help you live out that purpose by the power of the Holy Spirit. That's what he desires to do. So hey, let's live out a Christ-filled, Christ-honoring, Spirit-infused purpose every single day. And may we never tire of doing what is good. I love you. Hope you have a great rest of the day, a great rest of the week. If you have any questions, reach out to me at john@fbcsalinas.com. Be more than happy to answer those questions, or shoot me a text, or swing by the office and we can chat. All right, so I love you. Have a great day. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.